So some people were in my comment section saying, "Oh, I always complain," and even when I went live, they were saying all I do is complain. Just be happy, be okay with you having a new UFC game. And I'm not going to say you guys are wrong. I'm not going to say you guys are right. Y'all are entitled to your own opinion. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go through this trailer, and I'm going to talk about everything that I liked, and I'm going to try to go into some sort of detail, but I'm not trying to stretch this video out so it'll be like mad long, all right? So here we go. First thing first, I like that it's mature 17 plus. I like that. Why? Blood.
Stepping into the octagon is a fully immersive experience. All at once.
Now, right off the bat, right, they do say gameplay not final represents a game in development.
Stepping into the octagon is a fully immersive experience. All at once, it becomes you and it comes at you.
That's the authentic feeling of mixed martial
arts. Now I want to see the
gameplay
and things that they're doing, and I'll show you guys what I like.
5, this is as real as it gets.
As real as it gets.
For the first time in franchise.
So here's my thing: when you tell me it's as real as it gets, I hear real. The word that stands out to me is real. Now you add a couple more letters on there. I mean more than a couple, because a couple is two. Ism. Realism. So when I hear that, that's what I expect. And I'm not wrong for expecting that if you tell me that's the most real when this is supposed to be a simulation of a MMA game. Okay? You get me? You got me?
Franchise history, UFC 5 is powered by the Frostbite Engine.
And with the Frostbite Engine.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'll say this. When I look at these character models
UFC
like this, clean as hell, right? Very clean. Like the edge up, you see the hair. This is very clean.
5 is powered by the Frostbite Engine.
I look at Charles Oliveira, and I'm not too impressed, but I'm talking about the things that I like, so I'm not going to go in that, right?
And with the
character model,
engine,
it looks like him.
UFC 5 looks amazing, man.
Looks like him.
It really gave me those feelings of stepping into the cage.
Okay.
The Frostbite Engine makes a significant impact on the quality of characters and environments. With advanced rendering features.
That's something that I think a lot of people missed. Notice how Bruce Buffer did the jump, and he did the it's time.
Significant impact on the quality of characters and environments.
It was like that in UFC 3. So maybe they bring that back in UFC 4.
With advanced rendering features, we can deliver even more realistic looking fighters with industry-leading.
I'm just trying to show y'all, bro. Hey, let me say this. With all due respect, right? And I say this with all due respect, and you guys can take it like I'm talking cocky, whatever the case may be. Hey, how you receive it isn't how I gave it. Respectfully. When UFC 5 drops, I'm going to be making content on the game. And it's not because, oh, you're only doing it for this. I'm going to get paid regardless making content on it. But as a fan of the sport, and I'm a really big fan of the sport, I want to be able to practice playing that sport in a video game. It's as simple as that. Now, would I love to go out in real life and do the same things? Yeah. But it's easier for me to get on the game and just do it. But I want to do it in real life too.
While the arts of
but the bag coming. Oh, the bag coming.
Mixed martial arts is something to behold. It does come with consequences. And I can tell you, those consequences are
now this, I love it. This is the Tony Ferguson experience. He's gashed up here. He's gashed. It looked like he has like a cut here. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, blood is starting from here. It's nowhere else, right? Like Tony's cut up, gushing blood. I love this. Now, I might not need to pause in that screen long for YouTube to get on my head top.
System, cuts, bruising.
But look at this. Look at how Gaethje goes from looking just fine, and I love this. I love damage.
With UFC 5,
I love to when a fighter shows he's
system, cuts,
done bad.
Bruising.
Gaethje went from that to this eye being swollen shut, basically, to you seeing the swelling here, you see the red marks here, and you do see this eye is swollen as well.
And swelling accumulate in accurate
now he
locations
just
on the
like
body
a whole different damn
and
person.
Have a realistic effect on gameplay.
Right? Now, let's talk about this. Let's talk about what I like from here. The fighter kits are cool, right? Now, this is a pretty cool, like you can see how the head, right? It's showing his health thing, and I'm pretty sure, and it's showing the eye. So it's indicating that there's a cut maybe over the eye, And I like that. So it tells me. Now, here's what I don't want. Please, I repeat, please stop doing this. I don't care what people have to say when it comes to competitive players. Let me see my opponent's HUD during the whole match. Stop hiding that from me. EA, stop hiding that from us. That doesn't make it competitive because I can't see their HUD. I just think it doesn't make sense to me. Like, just if there's another MMA game out there before UFC 3 where their HUD just went away, you couldn't see their stamina, their health, nothing, please let me know. What fighting game does that? Let me know what's going on with my opponent. Obviously, facial features will show it, whatever the case may be, but I would love to see their HUD. I don't think it's competitive for me not to see their HUD, because when pro players go and play, when we went to Vegas and we played, guess what? There wasn't no, oh, you can't see my HUD. We saw each other HUD because we were playing on the same monitor. So just let me see their HUD. It just doesn't make sense. So please, when UFC 5 comes out, hopefully that's
Real
not a
impact
thing.
System, authentic.
Now let's go back and just look at the clip.
Effect on gameplay.
Right,
That
and I'm
also-
gonna make a video saying the things that I don't like, respectfully. And if you guys feel like I'm just talking hella negative, cool. But I ain't gonna lie, the lip is crazy. Now I do like, you get a really big facial reaction. You see the sweat literally coming off Amanda Nunes.
starts with the
I like
foundation
that,
of the real
right?
impact
And you see the
system.
hit reaction, and then you see her get hit. You see Juliana, I believe that's Juliana. She gets hit, and she also has a hit reaction, and the sweat goes flying off of her. Then you see the
Authentic
the
damage.
blood here.
Damage
Boom,
impacts
boom,
your
the
fighter's
hit reaction.
attributes during the game.
Okay.
So, if you got a cut
Yeah, and you can hear DC say, if you got a cut,
leading into your eye, it will lower your defensive abilities on that side of the body. And if you
now, DC said if you have a cut over your eye, it will lower that defensive ability over that side. So basically, if you have a cut on this side and like keep throwing strikes to that side, like hooks, rounded strikes, it's going to be harder for you to block it. Now, my question is, I want to see how that intervenes with the blocking system, because the block is right here and it's still the same block,
defensive
right?
abilities on that side of the body.
So also, let's look at Pedro Munoz's stamina,
Your eye.
right?
It will lower
Because he does that movement, and this is just like this in UFC 4 and UFC 3. When you move your head and move your body at the same time, it costs so much stamina. I mean, look at this stamina. Just watch it. Watch when he
during
does
the
it,
game.
right?
So,
The stamina
if you got a
feels
cut
about
leading
here,
into
right? He gets hit with
your
these
eye,
shots.
It
Now this is he doing it right now. Watch his stamina.
will lower
Crunched. Then he done it again. Crunched.
defensive abilities
Man, that I don't think it should take that much stamina for moving your head, but you can see the sweat's flying off. He's cut up all
on
bad.
that side of the body. And if you take one too many kicks to your lead leg,
Okay.
you'll start to limp, your mobility will decline, and you're
Now I do like, it's the same thing as UFC 4. When you get rocked to the leg, you see your mobility, you're hurt, and you start walking like this. But Conor McGregor's leg is cooked.
power will
Now,
drop.
who knows
Guys,
if it's going to be a
I'll
difference
take
in
this
his
to
movement speed and stuff
they
like that
look
once
just as
it's
painful in
low.
the game as they are in the octagon.
Working hand in glove with authentic damage is the all-new strategic element
Nice
of
elbow.
doctors'
It's a
checks
really
and
nice elbow,
stoppages.
and it looked like that elbow was thrown from. He wasn't postured up. He was actually in full guard and postured down, and he landed that elbow, which caused
If you take
doctor
serious damage, the ref
interrupting
might
the
call
fight.
in the doctor.
But here's my question after that: if I get on the ground and I open a cut and I get to this where the doctor looks to stop it, does the fight progress on the feet, or does it go back to the ground and put me back into the position I was currently in? That's a really good question.
Doctor to check on you. Once you're cleared to keep fighting, you're going to have to switch up your strategy to protect that hurt area to
Okay,
keep the
John
fight from getting
Jones.
stopped. And on the
Pressure
other side of this
Stipe.
coin, can you make the most of
And
your
I'll be honest, in that clip there was nothing that I liked or stood out to me, because everything looked like UFC 4.
opponent's injury until
You get the doctor
has
stoppage
no
here. You
choice
see Tony
but to
Ferguson very
stop the
mad,
fight.
but hey, it is what it is.
While
Now,
every fight-
this is kind of the newest thing addition to the game, which is the grappling. I do like that I can consistently look to roll, look to continuously move. It doesn't feel like I'm stuck in the mud on the ground and I'm waiting on the transition to and stuff like that. Like I feel hopefully it feels flowy, because right here it looks like you're flowing,
Starts
right?
from the feet. It should be
Especially if
just
you're
as
using
fun.
someone like Oliveira or Islam. Those guys are going to flow on the ground. They're going to consistently move. Or flyweights are really good at doing that. Really good at doing that. It's hard to
Staying on
hold
the
the
ground.
flyweights down.
We got a new seamless submission system, and it really legitimizes the
Now there's a
ground
new seamless submission system, meaning that like you getting submitted.
game in
You see
UFC
here, you
5.
still moving, boom,
The seamless
submission.
submission system removes the minigames completely.
Now you do see here, once you get to the submission, look at this. You see the leg. It says submission, and then you see the leg right here, and he has his calf slicer.
And functions
And I
as
like that. That's a new transition, and he did tap at the end of that. He did tap. And I like that. It's a new submission added. That's definitely a W. As far as the HUD, I'm not upset with the HUD. I don't know if anyone is mad at the HUD kind of looking like UFC 3, as far as like the circle and then the right analog stick. I'm not expecting EA to make changes to where the whole grapple system, a new HUD and stuff like that. I wanted a new change to the grappling so it didn't feel as stale. Understand this, it's going to be hard to start from scratch. If EA started from scratch like nothing, I think we would still be in development for this video game. So what they tried to do, from what I see, is they tried to build off of, you know, things that they had in the past. But we got to see how much they add. But as far as this, I don't even know if they got on the right grappling HUD where it's like not just the regular ones and it's the more advanced ones.
This delivers a much faster and far more intuitive experience.
You can jump into these
keeping the
submissions
action
really
on the
quickly,
ground
so you got to
fresh
be
and
careful
fluid.
on the ground, especially if we want to get to submission artists.
Showcasing UFC's massive presentation updates in truly innovative fashion is the all-new cinematic in stunning.
Personally, I don't really care too much about cinematic KOs, but I ain't gonna lie, this is a crazy pause. Look at her jawline. Look at this.
Visual fidelity.
Lighting. It really turns your knockout
Boom.
into a work of art.
And added the ability to go to a draw on the judges.
Now, I do like that there's draws. Honestly, draws should have been a thing in martial arts, in a mixed martial arts game forever. And there was something in this scene here that I'm not going to talk about until I talk about the things that I didn't like.
UFC 5 is truly an extension
game
of the
modes.
UFC fan experience. Thanks to Fight.
So I like that they did the fight week thing. I need them to bring back Ultimate Team. Ultimate Team has to make a return. There are content creators sole purpose of making content is for Ultimate Team, and we're very successful in UFC 2. And when UFC 3 came out, actually UFC 3 came out, kind of had Ultimate Team. UFC 4 is what killed it. UFC 4 Ultimate Team came out and it was crunched, bro, because they had it no more and their channel just faded away.
An all-new series of features and challenges synced with real-world fight events bring you more.
So if you guys haven't seen this, basically, you can guess, like you can make your picks. So, and I actually said this, and somebody's going to get a good idea. Cody Dank is very good at this. If you're somebody that is very good at making predictions, this right here is perfect for you when it comes to making content. Every time there's a UFC event, you can do one of these. There's a leaderboard for this, guys. There's a leaderboard.
Ever before.
Listen,
Like the all-new.
there's a leaderboard for this. I believe so. I remember when I was watching, I seen it was a leaderboard, but you can make content, be like, oh, this is the best picks to use. You can pick the winner, the method, and the round. And will it be fight of the night? That's a very W ad, and I'll be interested to even look at the leaderboards and see who's really killing it out there doing this.
Fight events bring you more content and rewards than ever before.
But they got it wrong. They look, they had Robert Whittaker beating Dricus by knockout round 3.
Like the all-new alter egos.
I like the alter ego. I think the alter egos is a W addition,
More content
but I
and
need
rewards
them
than
to
ever
get
before.
the
Like the
alter
all-new alter
egos
egos.
right. This version of Conor McGregor, I need him to beat that version of Conor McGregor. I don't need him basically, oh, it's just a skin of Conor McGregor, but he still got the same stats. No, like think about Leon Edwards then versus Leon Edwards now, or like Charles Oliveira then versus Charles Oliveira now. You know, fighters that made extreme progressions, or even fighters that have not made, like Nick Diaz. You know, Nick Diaz now was a shell of himself back then. So if we get Nick Diaz now, he not gonna be that great. But if we get the Nick Diaz back then when he was going crazy, much better stats.
which let you play as your favorite fighters in their
So I hope that is a
career-defining
thing.
moments. With up
And
to
it isn't
4
something
new
they just take advantage of. Now, obviously, they're going to drop it with the most popular fighters. John Jones, popular fighter. Connor, popular fighter. Bruce Lee, they did, I believe so. And Izzy, you got to expect those, right? You got to expect those. I do like this. Now, I did talk about that. This is the Naruto headband, but there's not a single village in Naruto with this symbol. But again, EA can't do that because they'll literally be sued. But I like this. I really like this. Like, while it does add a cartoonish thing to it, you got to understand that this stuff has to be done. This is how they make money. This is cosmetics. I'm not expecting this to be strictly only EA Sports, UFC 4, hard, MMA hardcore. You got to respect the game. You got to add these cosmetics. This is how you attract more people to, oh, I'm going to get the Izzy with the yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? You got to respect it, bro. If you don't like it, who cares? Quit crying.
Career mode offers an all-new introduction.
I could say that about a lot of things, huh? Y'all could say that about a lot of things to me. Pryoxis, who cares? Stop crying.
And Coach Davis is back to guide.
And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't play EA Sports UFC 4 career mode at all. If I did, I probably played like 30 minutes of it, if that. So I don't know much about Coach Davis.
Player through their UFC career, along with help from none other than the Bullet herself.
But I'm interested to see how this goes. I will do career mode this year.
Crushes it as an all-new NPC.
I said I wasn't gonna make this long, and we 16 minutes and 30-some seconds into this video.
Then there are new cinematics, locations, and a refined focus on
Now my question is, are we going to be able to actually do stuff at the UFC PI?
Locations.
That's my question. What are we going to be able to do here at UFC PI?
A refined focus on onboarding. And last but not least, and trust
I don't like this. Javier getting kicked. I don't like it.
It's not least. If you pre-order UFC 5, you'll receive a roster of legendary heavyweight fighters, including Muhammad Ali.
We'll talk about Muhammad Ali
Mike
and
Tyson,
stuff like that
and the
when I do the video. I don't like.
Fedor,
I do love that they added Fedor. Legend.
Come on, man. That's
a legend.
Too good.
But I believe that's basically it. Yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap up the video. I'm not gonna do a long outro. I'm just gonna get up out of here. I do hope you guys appreciate it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this and appreciated this, and you can see from my perspective of the things that I like. If anybody was wondering, well, here you go. And I will upload the things that I don't like as well. So again, be looking out for that. I probably will upload both of these in the same day. And also, I do still have my series where I'm going undefeated, going random fighter. I have not lost yet on Xbox. I just ain't even been playing UFC 4. I'll be completely honest with you. So yeah, it is what it is. But I love you guys, man. Y'all stay up, stay blessed, keep moving forward, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.